Hello. Welcome to another channel news. Before going to the news, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell and leave your like on the video. Might injuries to Taylor Hall, Nick Foligno force Bruins to add depth before trade deadline? Boston, on the surface, everything is rolling right along for the Boston Bruins. They've won 8 straight games, their new additions have fit in perfectly, and they're getting Vezina-caliber goaltending from both of their netminders. Not much is going wrong for the black and gold. Still, it wasn't all positive news from the most recent 4-game swing out west, as both Taylor Hall and Nick Foligno suffered lower body injuries on the 4-0 trip. Hall suffered his injury on Saturday in Vancouver, while Foligno suffered his injury on Tuesday night in Calgary. Hall didn't even stay on the road trip and was instead sent back to Boston. The Bruins haven't provided any details or updates on either player, but for the short term at least, the team looks to be down a pair of bottom 6 wingers. If Hall or Foligno or both is to miss significant time, it may nudge GM Don Sweeney to make another move before Friday's trade deadline. While the Bruins at full strength are likely set in their roster after acquiring Dmitry Orlov and Garnet Hathaway last week, an additional player to slot in on the 3rd or 4th line to fill a particular role may end up being necessary in an Eastern Conference where contenders have spent this week loading up on talent. NESN analyst Billy Jaffe explored the possibility on 98.5 The Sports Hub's Toucher and Rich on Wednesday morning. "I don't think Boston's done, given the fact that Taylor Hall and Nick Foligno, there's some injuries to those guys. Anytime you send a player home from the road, even short-term doesn't feel like 2 or 3 days. It feels like you're gonna be out for a little bit," Jaffe said. "Depending on what the health analysis is of these 2 players, you may have some more salary cap space now to make a move to get a player. It wouldn't surprise me if they brought in a veteran forward that adds to the, let's call it, middle-lower 6 depth." Jaffe stressed that such a move would only feel necessary if one of the injuries is a long-term situation, but noted that several teams outside of the playoff picture will still be looking to move players out before the deadline. That deadline at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. I hope you enjoyed today's video. What is your opinion on this possible negotiation before the deadline? Leave your opinion here in the comments. See you in the next video.